Okay, welcome everybody. And you guys have already heard my speech, so we just get to jump into some fresh messages. So let's do it. So I'm going to start with somebody that I have no idea who your loved ones are on the other side. It's easier for me to read the people I have no idea who you are, so I'm going to start with you guys. So, Marie, I'm going to you first. You said you were prepared for this, but have I ever read for you before?
No, you haven't, but I have watched you before, hoping you would read me. But I guess my time is come now.
There we go. I love the French accent too, by the way. It's funny, as you're saying that, I can just feel it's interesting because I'm half French myself, I guess I can say this, but the French are kind of snobs about the French, if you know what I mean. If you come from a French family, you know what I mean. They are like, the French are the best, you know what I mean? And as I heard your voice, I could feel that energy from that side, like, oh yeah, it's the front, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, well, I'm half French and half Spanish, so two very strong cultures.
that makes even more sense why the French side were overemphasizing that energy, like, oh yeah, the French are the best. See, I don't know that. They do. Who do you want me to connect to today, hun?
Somebody close to me just passed away in March, so I'm hoping. I'm not sure if she is up there yet because my brother had a reading and recently they said that she wasn't up there yet. She's still kind of grieving and realizing that she passed. So hopefully she's up there now.
So your brother didn't have a reading with me, clearly, because I've never once said that.
No, my fam. Well, I'm the only one that speaks English in my family, so
Got ya. The reason why I know that your brother didn't get a message like that from me is because Spirit has never said something like that ever. Because the minute that they exit the physical body, they are immediately in love, light, and peace. Heaven is not some dimension way up there in the clouds. It's right in front of you. It's just that you can't see it with your physical eyes. I compare it to like a sunbeam. So think about a sunbeam going through your window. When the sunbeam's shining in your window, you can see all the particles of dust in the sunbeam, right? But if that sunbeam's not there, you can't see the dust. That doesn't mean that the dust isn't there. It's still there. It's just that your physical eyes can only see a very small portion of what's right in front of you. So when the soul exits the physical body, it's immediately in what we would know as heaven. It's just not vibrating as high as those who've been there longer, if that makes sense. But they are immediately in love, light, and peace the second they exit the physical body. And sometimes they exit the physical body before they're even dead, if you know what I mean. Alzheimer's, dementia, comas, things like that. Make sense?
okay, makes sense. Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so
Yeah,
who is she to you? Because she does feel pretty young.
she's my aunt.
Got ya. Okay, let's do this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Did you just get nervous there? Because I felt like I just about, like I had to swallow real hard. I was like, hey, I'm not nervous. Where did that come from?
Well, so this is my first ever reading in my entire life, and my family has been to a lot of readings. So I was, I guess, the last one to do it, and I'm hoping she shows up and my grandma as well. I feel like those are the closest people to me, but I don't really know where to start in a way.
Oh, you don't have to. All you got to do when I say what's your focus, the reason why I do that on these lives is because I've only got like 15, 20 minutes with each one of you. So, and like you said, you got aunt and grandma, but there's a whole bunch of other people with them on the other side. So I get you to give me your focus so I can go right to the souls that you want me to read for. But in a private reading, I just bring everybody through. But that's just so you can get the message that you are looking for because we only got limited time. So let's do this. Are you
All
ready?
right, perfect. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start with a connection exercise. So I want you to put both feet flat on the floor. And then when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay. talking really fast. I got to slow her down a little bit here. Okay, so here we go. This part is what I call the puzzle dump. I call it that because for me, it's just like when you build a puzzle, you have to dump out all the pieces in order to figure out how they fit together. But because I'm not in your, I want to say this better, when we do that connection exercise, there's a huge amount of information that flows over my senses. But to me, they're just like puzzle pieces because I'm not in your life to know how they fit together. So I'm just going to explain to you everything I'm picking up, and then we'll go back and figure out how those fit, okay? I want you to remember that your loved ones take me through their passing from their experience, not yours. So that means that I will feel what they felt as they transitioned to physical reality. They don't tell me what condition they have. Like, I don't know what kind of cancer they had or whatever, etc. You get what I'm saying? Yes? I can't hear you, honey.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you have to leave your mute off for me just because I need to have the responses back. I can't see you. At least I need to be able to hear you, okay?
All right. All right.
Okay. So the second that we did this connection exercise, right away, this lady is stepping forward. She said she's the young one. That's what I heard the minute she stepped forward. And then right after that, you said I was hoping to either connect with her or grandma. And that explains to me why she said she was the young one, because she doesn't want you to get confused with the older lady that she's bringing forward with her. She put the heart around them, which is my symbol for healing and reconnection. But when she takes me through her passing, it's really interesting the way she takes me through this, because the only pain I feel is in my head. I feel pressure and pain in my head. I feel dizziness and like an inability to communicate, or I was not in my right mind before I passed. And then what she does on the other side is like showing me that she can move so much better. She can eat again. She can, she's got no mobility issues. She's jumping up and down. And that she's very excited to be reconnected. I believe this would be her mother then, not just your grandma, but this would be her mom, correct?
Yeah.
Do you understand some of that, hun?
Yeah.
How did she pass, sweetie?
Um, basically, she couldn't walk at the end, and how she passes in her sleep. She was sleeping in a stretcher in her living room, and my uncle was sleeping upstairs, and basically she got dizzy and fell down her stretcher.
See, this is exactly what I mean. They take me through their experience take me through their passing from their experience. And as you said that, she's pushing through so much comfort and trying to give you comfort, like letting you know that I just got a little bit dizzy. I felt some pressure in my head, but then next thing I know, I'm on the other side and I got all this mobility and no pain. Woohoo! Like, it was so much easier for her than it was for you guys. Do know that. And
Thank you.
huge relief to be reunited with your grandma, let me tell you. But your grandma's kind of bragging about she lived older than her child did. Your grandmother was a lot older than your aunt was when she passed. Yes?
Yes, correct.
Because she's like teasing her about being strong. Like, your grandma's a very strong lady. She feels like I wouldn't mess with her. She kind of looks tiny but mighty, if that makes sense.
Oh my God, that's so funny you say that, because my aunt was always very skinny and we always made fun of her because she was so tiny but ate so much and smoked cigarettes, but she was really the skinniest one in the family.
That's so funny. I thought that was your grandma.
Yeah, and my grandma was a bigger woman.
Yeah. This is why I say they're talking to you, not me. I'm just the translator. I might think it's coming from grandma, but you know it's coming from your aunt. It will only make sense for one person.
Yeah, exactly.
She said, know that she was up there immediately. She got there immediately. There is no, I'm scared or I'm lonely. There is no fear in the other side. It doesn't work that
Mhm.
way. And I'll prove it to you like this, okay?
Yeah.
So, in fact, I'll put it to you, there's no pain on the other side. It's not the same as it is here because you need a physical body to feel physical pain. So
Mhm.
if you think about your dreams. Name one dream you've ever had where you can remember being in massive amounts of physical pain. Can't. You can
Yeah.
feel fear, you can be running away from stuff, you can be doing stuff, but never once in your dreams do you feel physical pain. Because in your dream state, you are a soul out there exploring the world and doing things in a soul vibration way without your body. so you don't feel physical pain. So she wants you to know that she didn't feel any pain, and she's not feeling pain now. She just gave you dimes. Dimes are a very common sign, or coins are a very common sign from spirit that let you know that they're there. But she kind of rolled her eyes at me when she sent you the dimes, which makes me feel, when they roll their eyes at me, it usually means it's obvious and maybe you're not getting it yet. Have you heard that saying, dimes from heaven or pennies from heaven, before?
No.
That's why she's rolling her eyes. Because if you don't understand a sign, she can show it to you all day long, but it's never gonna comfort you because you don't understand how to read the sign.
Yes, that's right.
Watch for the change, honey. They use coins to put them in your path at that exact moment to let you know that they're with you.
Now that I think about it, I really didn't see the signs.
Because she's not gone. She's like, you should know I'm not gone. That she's going to talk to you louder now than she did before, and you're lucky that she was confused because it feels like she liked to talk a lot. And it was like that was the only time that she was quiet was those last. It doesn't feel very long, couple of days, maybe weeks at the very most, but it doesn't feel very long. Um, and that she very much prided herself on her ability to communicate. Do you understand that?
Yes. It's true, it didn't take long. It was very fast.
Has she only been gone like 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that?
Yeah, since March.
So that's like 4 months away. Um, she keeps going back to. Hold on. Okay, so she tells me to go back a couple of months. Did you guys have her funeral or her arrangements like either 2 weeks after she passed or 2 months after she passed?
2 weeks.
She attended that in spirit, just know that. And she's talking about everybody that came. Like, I feel like she's like, oh, she was trying to let everybody know she was there, but they couldn't see her. She said, the only frustrating part of your last party is that nobody knows you're there. They're all throwing a party in your honor, and nobody knows I'm there. Was she buried?
Yes.
Do you want to know how I know that? Because
How?
she's thanking the family for what they buried her in. She's showing me her outfit and showing me how grateful she is and how beautiful she is. She's like, look at me, I look so beautiful. Why can't they see me? It's my party and they can't even see what I'm wearing. I look so good. Did they put her in brand new clothes when she passed?
I'm actually not sure of that detail, but I will definitely ask my family after.
Because she feels like she's in love with that outfit, whatever it was. Either she bought it and wasn't able to wear it, or it was like her favorite outfit, or they bought her a brand new outfit. All I know is she wants to express her gratitude for what they laid her to rest in. And I can see the trinkets in the coffin with her. Like people laid things to rest with her.
Are you able to tell me what color it is
Color what is?
of the outfit she's wearing?
No, they don't really give me those kind of details, honey.
Because I'm just thinking in her funeral, she passed away in her favorite pajama that they had just bought her. And it had become her favorite, but she was living in it the last 2 weeks before she passed.
That's hilarious because that's what she was saying. It was a new outfit. It was awesome. It was my favorite.
Yes.
And that would be interesting if they buried her in that because she's like joyful on the other side. She's like, yeah, this is awesome. That's exactly what I mean. That I'm not in your life to know what these details mean, but she's talking to you. I can't know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does she keep giving you popsicles? Like, she's giving you popsicles. You know those kind that you break in half and stuff?
Oh my God, because that was my favorite as a kid, and she would always give me those.
So if you want to feel her presence around, honey, you just go
Yeah.
buy yourself a box of those popsicles, stick them in your fridge, and or freezer, put them in the freezer, and then every time you pull one out and have one, you're going to think of her. And if you're thinking of her, it's because she's right there with you. It is literally impossible for you to think of somebody that's not with you. When you're thinking of them, it is your heart interpreting their presence, just like your nose interprets the presence of smell. So I give this analogy all the time. If you walk in the door and your nose picks up the vibration of poop, and your mind translates that vibration as something that you've smelled before. You're like, oh, I know this smell. That's poop. I've smelled poop. There's poop here. So then your eyes will start looking for evidence of that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Now, if you don't see it, you don't say to yourself, oh, silly me, I'm just thinking about poop today. I'm just remembering poop today. That's why I'm smelling it. You don't think that. You know that even if you can't see it, it's there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with your loved ones. When you're thinking about them, it's not just because you're remembering them, it's because they're right in front of you. And your heart is picking up their presence, and your brain is interpreting it through your thoughts as them.
Okay.
She said, so she's been with you every single day because you've thought of her every single day since she passed.
Yeah, I dream about her a lot recently.
So she's like, there's a reason why you're going first. Stick around, kiddo. Listen to how they talk. Listen to the messages they use. Listen to how they get you to include them in your life, and keep talking to her. And she's going to keep showing up because she is not gone. She's just free of the pain and limitation now. She keeps going back and forth between places. Is she buried in a different city or a different province or something like that?
Yes, she is.
Because she keeps going there and to your house. She's like, listen, I'm a fly on the wall. I can be in all places at the same time. This is awesome. She's not limited by the physical reality anymore.
Well, that's also because I got some of her how do you call it? Like the sorry, how do you call that powder when they pass?
Ashes.
Yeah, ashes. So I got a part of her ashes, and she wanted me to travel with the ashes that she gave me, so I'm traveling with it.
Traveling, you said, not channeling, right?
Yeah, I'm traveling with it. Basically, my uncle wanted me to spread her ashes in the water whenever I travel to, wherever I travel to.
Okay, so you just cleared some stuff up for me. So she was cremated, but you guys had a coffin or a wake or something for her before she was cremated?
Yes.
Because now I understand. So she was definitely talking about the pajamas, because they're naked when they get cremated, I believe. They don't wear their pajamas when they're cremated. So what she was saying earlier, that she was in new clothes, she was so happy to be in her favorite outfit, and she was definitely talking about those pajamas when she passed.
Yeah, I could see that.
I just got
She
the
had.
joke.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just got the joke because she's like laughing, because how many times do we hear the message that the outfit that we die in is the one that we're stuck in eternity in?
Yeah.
She died in her favorite outfit, brand new pajamas that she had that she didn't get out of for like 2 weeks. She lived in those. She's like, I died in these. These are my forever clothes. Yes! Like, she's excited about that.
Oh, that's so sweet. The day before she passed, my uncle took a picture of her in those pajamas, and she's doing the peace sign. And at the funeral, she had a big picture, huge frame of it. And then he brought the pajamas. They were there at the funeral.
I'm telling you, you can't make this up. Please know she is okay, and that she is not gone. She's just the dust in the sunlight. That you might not be able to see her with your physical eyes, but she is going to use signs and symbols and emotions, and she's going to use her energy to line you up along the road with what you've asked for, so that when you are accomplishing your goals, you're going to feel her presence there with you.
Yeah.
She's pulling her energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
Thank you so much. It was.
You're very welcome. Okay. Okay, Sue, I'm coming up to you. I'm coming to you, my girl.
I'm ready.
Awesome. Who are we connecting to?
My dad.
Did you see me mouth the words at the same time you said it? Because I had a feeling. I've had him with me for most of the day, I gotta say. He's very excited about today. I'm not sure why. I just keep hearing this song. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. and Dad's here.
Okay,
Okay. Are you ready to do this?
I am.
All right. Both feet flat on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to
Okay.
take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. I love your dad's personality. His energy is so, he feels funny and warm and comforting and all of those kinds of emotions as he steps forward. He tells me that it was the best weight loss regime of his life, and I think he's joking. I'm not sure what he's talking about. He must, and when they say that to me, it's usually because he's showing me my sign for diagnosis or something. Making me feel like he either lost some weight at the end of his world or there was some kind of physical change, because now that he's on the other side, he's in perfect shape, and he's like showing me that he can lift weights again. He's got free mobility, he's running around, and all his energy and strength back on the other side. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, good. Good to hear.
He's got
The
the
only
world.
thing I'm going to
Sorry?
ask you though is that the last thing that when they die, and you said, do they keep that for the rest of their life, like in their internal?
The outfit that they're in?
Yeah, yeah, when he died.
Well, I don't think so. They're not
Okay.
actually wearing clothes on that side, but they're.
Okay.
But in every movie that you ever see here, right, you see them make that joke. The outfit you die in is the one that you're in
Yeah.
forever. So when you connect with me, your loved ones on the other side will bring that up as a joke. Like, thank God I
Okay.
died in my pajamas, eh? But that doesn't mean that they're actually in their pajamas for life. It's
Okay.
You get the joke.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
dad's like, she gets it. Let's go. She's here to talk to me. He's all about the food. I'm not sure why first he showed me his tummy, showed me it was the best weight loss of his life. Then he showed me he can eat whatever he wants, and he wants you to know he can eat whatever he wants. There's something about being free to eat whatever I want. Did he have some dietary restrictions here in the physical world or before he passed?
Yeah, my mother, who wouldn't let him eat hardly anything he wanted. She has food issues, so she always tried to control my dad's eating.
Oh, and your mom's
Yeah.
on the other side as well?
No, she's still with me.
Got ya. Because as
Yeah.
soon as you talked about her, a lady stepped forward. So, okay, so hold on a second. So your dad's pushing her back. Your mom's mom is on the other side, isn't she?
Yeah.
As soon as we started talking about her, she stepped forward and put the white blanket around your mom's shoulders, which is my symbol for watching over somebody that has health or stress issue. Your dad's pushing her back again, like, this is my time, lady, back off. I just finished saying I could eat whatever I want. It's not her turn to come up here yet. She's going to start bossing me around.
Yeah.
But it feels like, because your dad's talking about mom again, and he put the white, I see the white blanket, but he's also talking about thoughts, and I feel some spinning thoughts or some confusion a little bit. Do you understand that?
No, like in what way?
Around mom, there's something about confusion or anxiety. I don't know if this is mom
Yeah.
going through confusion or anxiety, or if there's confusion and anxiety towards her situation, but I know that they're showing me mom, they're putting the white blanket and showing me confusion and anxiety.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you understand that?
How do I say this delicately? But it's time she goes over.
Got ya. Got ya. So your dad and your grandma are watching over her to help make that transition.
Okay.
Your dad's very excited about something going on in your life. Like, it feels like you've had an epitome or something. Like, you've been able to see things clearer now. He's literally singing that song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And there's a reassuring energy of the worst is done and the best is yet to come. Keep putting one step forward. Feels like you just made it through a pretty tricky challenge. Do you understand?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think that too. No, I'm just kind of in a process of change, or looking for a new job. And so, oh, my mom's just calling me.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Do you need to take that?
No, I'm good.
Your dad still loves her
I know.
very much. Is still
Hmm.
so much in love with her. He's just proving that. So what he just did right there was he just spoke to her. He showed, what did we, and now my phone's going off. That's
She's
literally,
phoning you now.
no, that's spirit using, they will use anything that's called spiritual emphasis. They will make a ding, a bing, a flash, something like that happen after you say something. It's their way of emphasizing whatever you just said. But it's also what your dad just did was he was talking about watching over mom, and that he will take her to that side or help her cross over when her time is here, that he loves her very much and he will come to get her. Um, but what's very interesting about what just happened there was that he went and spoke to your mom. Remember, I just said that you hear them, but they
Yeah.
sound like a thought that interrupts the rest of your thoughts. He just went and spoke to your mom and told your mom to call you, and she did. You and
Okay.
I are talking. He's saying we were just talking about mom. So he goes to her. He's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm talking to your daughter. I'm here. I'm talking to your daughter. So your mom hears, got to talk to my daughter, got to talk to my daughter, and starts calling you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The importance of that, the importance of you getting that message is for you to understand that if and when something happens with mom, he's going to let you know. That he will be able to, he can connect with her and communicate with her already. So he's able to watch over her and you don't have to worry. And B, that if and when she does pass, you will know before probably you even get the call, because he's able to communicate with you guys through your thoughts.
Okay.
He's telling you to spell it out exactly what kind of job you want and get excited about it and enjoy the month off. Have you been out of work for a month?
No, I'm still working. I'm still working, and yeah, no, I'm still working. I hope I was hoping to take August off, but I can't financially do that unless I lose my job, which I really don't want to do.
I see why your dad said that, and enjoy the month off, because see, your job is not to figure out what's possible or not possible. Your job is to
Yeah.
tell dad what you want and then let him line it up for you. You
Okay.
want you want August off?
Yep.
Clearly, because he said we're going to take that month off. Enjoy the month off. But you can't enjoy the month off if you're thinking that I can't take the month off. It's impossible. I don't have enough money. When you think and speak those things, the universe hears you and it says she doesn't want the month off. She can't afford it. There's no money. This can't happen. And then you don't get it. But when you understand that your dad is not gone and that he can't choose for you, but if you tell him what you want, he can guide you towards it. He can use his energy to line things up in your world. So if you say, thank you, Dad, for getting me the month off. Thank you for some extra money that is going to make it so that this is possible. Thank you for a job that pays more, that is so secure that I know that I can take the month off with ease. Thank you so much for lining this up for me. This is exactly what kind of job I want. Thank you for putting me in the right place at the right moment at the right time to receive that job. I love that you are still helping me from the other side, because this is how you feel your dad's presence. So and then you write it all down, because when writing it down, you are two-dimensionally manifesting what you are asking for. And then your job is not to create it in a third-dimensional way. That's their job. Your job is to order what you want, not what you don't want. You've been ordering what you don't want because you don't think it's possible.
Okay.
So you got to say, all right, Dad, show me how it's possible. If you think I can have the month off, show me how that's possible. Do it for me, Dad. This is what I would need to have the month off. I would need money. I would need blah, blah, blah. You list everything you need. And then you sit back and watch. And when those things start lining up in your world like that, you will feel their presence. It will become mathematically impossible to be fluke, random, or chance right after you've asked for it. Let me give you a really great example. again, for my members today, it was a good members today.
Yeah.
But in my members today, I had a lady give me some feedback. She had a reading a week or so ago. Her parents are elderly, and she just put them into an assisted living facility. And they were really nervous about going into this facility. But she just put them into this facility, and her dad was having some troubles getting his getting the sports channels and stuff on his cable provider, like with TELUS. They had signed up with TELUS, and it wasn't working. He couldn't get any of his sports programs on there. He was having a lot of trouble with it. So this lady asked her dad's brother, her uncle, to help him with that. She was like, all right, uncle, you and dad used to love watching sports together. Fix it for him. Fix those sports things, the sports channels for him, so that he can get his sports, and he'll know that you're with him. And I'll know that you're sitting with dad. And she gave it a couple of days, and it wasn't fixed yet. So then she went and signed up with Shaw to try to get them to come and fix it. But before they could even get there, the TELUS called her dad back, had it fixed, and then gave him free internet for like a year or something like that to make up for it.
Oh, nice.
So,
yeah.
Well, the long story short, when she asked her uncle to help, he was able to line up the energy in such a way that not only did he fix the internet, he got it for free.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But if you had have put her parents into that nursing home and said, okay, get me free cable and internet, would you believe that that's possible?
No.
Probably not.
No.
So you're not going to ask for it, and you won't get it. So, but if you just say, help me with the cable and internet, you get helped all right. Do you see what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, it is. Okay. So for my money and job and that, just write down what I want to move on.
You say thank you for this in my world. This is the job that I want, that I know that is my purpose in this world. This is the details of the job. This is like, I want to be in this city. I need to make this much money, or whatever it is. This is the details of the job. And then you give it to your dad, and you give it to God, and you say, all right, line it up for me. I don't have to worry if it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. The thing is, you don't get to determine when it gets served to you. You just have to know that it will be served at the moment that it's ready. Like when you go to a restaurant, you don't place your order and then follow the waitress back to the kitchen and stand there guard watching the cooks cook your dinner because you don't believe that they're actually going to serve it to you. No. You sit at the table and you wait patiently, knowing that it'll be served at exactly the right moment and at exactly the right time. Your job is to order what you want. You order it with your thoughts and your words, and you're writing it down. When you write your words down, it's called spelling. A spell is what you cast out that comes back to you. Energy in motion, emotion. Does that make sense?
It does. Did Dad say what month? Did he say does he say August? Enjoy August off? Or just the month?
No, you said August. So what your dad said was enjoy the month off. Just enjoy the month off. And I'm like, in my head, I'm going, what month off? And you said, well, I can't afford to take it. I wanted to take August off. See, so I think he's talking about that month because I'm not in your life, right? So why would I or he think of a month? The thing is that your loved ones hear what you're saying. They see what's going on. They hear the conversations you're had, and they can hear your thoughts. So if you've been thinking that you would love to take the month of August off, even if you haven't said that out loud, your dad knows that. So when you're channeling me, or let me say that better, he's channeling me. When I'm channeling him, he doesn't tell me the whole backstory of the questions you've asked and everything. He just answers your question and says, tell her to enjoy the month off.
Okay.
There's a little bit of an insight in there, though, honey. In that,
there.
Right?
Yeah, there is too.
It's like if something happens and you lose that job, I want you to come home, hit your knees, and say, thank you, God, for getting me fired. I don't know why you wanted me fired, but I know there's a darn good reason for it. So I thank you for showing me very quickly why this happened. I thank you for getting me through this hard part of my life very quickly because this is painful and scary. And I thank you for showing me how this is happening for me, not to me. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
When you thank God for a weapon formed against you, he turns it into a blessing to bless you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
This is why your dad is saying he can see clearly now that the rain is gone, and you have to breathe though. You have to take some time off to reset your nervous system and allow you to be a little bit calm. And not that you're not calm now, but there is some definite insecurity there. So you got to work on feeling secure and just knowing that your dad's never going to let you down. He just said that again. He's like, when does dad ever let you down?
Yeah, that's true.
So he's
That's
not going
true.
to start now.
Okay.
And then he gave you a feather. Have you
Oh.
been seeing the feathers or the birds lately?
No, I haven't. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'll look. I have been looking for one actually. It's funny, kind of for a sign, because I was at your house and I thought, oh, that'd be a cool thing to have because I was at your evening or afternoon spirit, and that's what you put your sage with. And so ever since then, I've been looking for the perfect feather, but haven't been able to find one.
Oh, well, that's because you're not supposed to be looking for one. You're supposed to be receiving. There's two different
Okay.
energies there.
Okay.
So dad didn't tell you to go buy a feather or to find a feather. He said he's going to give you one. So
Okay.
what you got to do is you got to say, see, that's exactly. I love how the dad are so freaking smart. Let me tell you. What did he just say? It's the difference between knowing and, so it's the kitchen analogy again. You place your order knowing it's coming. You don't stand there going, where is it? I don't know where it is. It's not coming yet. Where is it? You go, thank you, Dad, for sending me the feather. I don't know when it's coming, but I know it's coming, and I'm going to keep my eyes open, and you're just going to watch for it. Let me tell you, when they say that they're going to send you a sign, they do. It's just
Okay.
that it's a matter of when. And the when will show up at exactly the right moment. I do this with spirit all the time. I'll say, all right, my dad's on the other side too. I'll be like, all right, Dad, I need to feel you around me. I need a sign that I can't miss. Make it a great big huge sign. Make it so big that I can't miss it and that it gets my attention. And just to make sure that I know for sure it's you, it'll be a big sign that is so big it gets my attention and I can't miss it. And let's say make it green. That is the exact prayer scenario I said to my dad the last time. I've done it with many other colors, purple, yellow, all of them. Usually I get an answer or a response very quickly, within hours or days at the very least. But this one time when I said, make it the sign about green, I said that back in like around Christmas time or January maybe. And it was months and months went by and I still didn't get this sign. And I was like, Dad, I'm so confused. I don't understand. I've been asking for the sign for months. Why is it taking you so long? You've sent them before in a matter of hours. What's taking so long this time? Whatever. I just put it back of my mind and just waited, knowing it'll come at the right moment. And you want to know when it showed up? Showed up on my birthday.
Oh, neat.
On my birthday, I had a really hard day this year. And I worked all day through my birthday, and then I got attacked by trolls at the end of it, and they tried to like do a bunch of bad stuff to my work and stuff. So it was a frustrating day. And when I was done, closed my computer off, and I walked upstairs to my bathroom. I have a bathroom in my room. See, I'm the only person that uses it. And when I got up there, the toilet seat in my bathroom was down, which was weird because I didn't do that. And sitting right on top of that toilet seat was a great big green Christmas bow.
Oh.
In April.
Funny. Oh, wow.
It obviously got my attention so big I couldn't miss it because I had to pee like a racehorse, so I had to go right to it. And it was a bow as for my birthday. He saved the sign for my birthday when he knew I was going to need it.
Yeah. Oh, funny.
Waiting for a sign from your dad and you haven't received it yet, it means that there's divine timing around it. So get excited. He kissed your cheek and said that he's so proud of you. And he's so proud of you. And it feels like you've done a lot of work over the last couple of months, especially. I can feel a shift in momentum, is what he's telling me, that your momentum has really shifted forward and that the best is yet to come, that you're in a, you might not be where you want to be yet, but you are not where you were. And that is to be celebrated.
Excellent.
And then he's kind of bragging about you, just so you know, as he's pulling his energy back. He's like, do you see my daughter? She's so beautiful. She's like the most beautiful thing ever. And he's like saying, you are so beautiful to me. And I'm like, I can't see her. The camera's off. He's like, just take my word for it. She's beautiful. That's my baby girl. Were you very close with Dad here in the physical world?
Yeah.
He's pulling his energy back, but it's interesting as he does, he's got 2 roses there. I feel like, see, they don't tell me when somebody's going to pass. I very much ask them not to do that. But sometimes there is hints.
Yeah.
And he showed me the rose. Well, he showed me 2 roses. And it feels like Mom is going to be leaving this physical world around another important date. So I don't know if it's around her birthday, around when Dad's birthday is, or when Dad passed, but I feel like I'm going to the fall.
Yeah, her birthday's the 27th of September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's going to be right in around there, close together. And your dad just wants you to know that in that moment, he'll be there with her and with you. And he's thanking you for doing such a good job looking after her. He's pulling his energy back on. I hope that was helpful.
It was very helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you as always.
Awesome. Okay. Caitlin, I'm coming to you. My boobs hurt. I got to come to you because they freaking hurt. And everyone's like, why are you saying that? Because I think you're breastfeeding. I can feel it. I know you just had a baby, and I think you must be breastfeeding or pumping or something, because the second that her dad was pulling back, my boobs started hurting. You just got to take me off mute, honey. Watch your breastfeeding right now. Ha ha! Wouldn't that be funny? Hopefully you can hear me. Are you trying to figure out how to take your mute off? Okay, maybe I'll have to go to somebody else and then come back to you. Oh, hold on. I say that, and now you come in on a different one. Interesting. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Isn't that interesting?
Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there.
That's okay. You're on 2 spaces right now. That's interesting. Did you hear what I said as soon as Sue's dad was pulling his energy back and I went to you and I was like, oh, my boobs hurt?
Yeah, I heard that part.
Are you breastfeeding, hun?
I am not at the moment. No, I really want to, and I did try, but it didn't work out for me, and I'm not being too hard on myself about it.
Grandma's talking about that right away. All I know is immediately I felt like that actually makes sense. I thought maybe you were pumping or something, because you know that stage, this is how you can tell I've had 4 babies. You know that stage when they're just so full they hurt?
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Who do you want me to connect with, honey? You've got a few people vying for your attention right now.
Whoever you think. I'm not.
No. You give me. Sorry, say that again.
Well, you said Grandma stepped forward right away, so.
Oh, she's talking about baby, because all I can see is this, and I do know there's something about the name, but I see something about 3 times. Okay, let's just connect. She's talking really fast. Is your baby sleeping right now?
She is, yeah.
Because she's talking really fast, and in my head, I said, why are you talking that fast? She's like, we got to do it quick before she wakes up. Okay, both feet flat on the floor.
Okay.
I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Sorry. Okay. See, I know I've read for you before. I know I've read for your grandma before. She immediately said, "Don't even ask me how I died. Get to the good shit, lady." I'm like, okay. And she started showing me. So you sent me some messages a little while back with the fours. There's fours all over your baby's birth, everywhere. 444, 444, 444, right?
Yeah.
You know she's protected, but there's more to that message. She just made it
Okay.
very clear in my mind. She wants you to feel. See, fours are the sign of protection. They are a connection to angels. It's the angelic realm number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, spirit will give you fours when they need you to know that you are safe and everything is okay. Now, what's interesting is that I was in a similar situation to you when I had my last baby. And it was almost a fearful pregnancy because you're not where you want to be. The child comes when they decide to come and you're not prepared. And so now we've got to rearrange stuff and make arrangements. And it's like, is this going to work? Is everything going to be okay? That kind of energy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so the reason why you're seeing fours is because they want you to know that her life and is supposed to be here and that you will be given the protection that you need throughout the course of her life. You don't have to worry about those things. The same way as that was given to me when I had my last son, I was in that exact same situation you are. And guess what my child support was set at? What he has to pay for child support. I'll give you one
What?
guess. I'm sure you can guess.
$444.
That's exactly it. That's exactly the amount of child
You're
support.
kidding me.
Nope.
Oh my God. Yeah,
It
she was born at 444, and then her health card just came in a couple days ago, and with the numbers 444 right underneath my grandmother's name, which happens to be her middle name.
that symbol, right? Named after, just like you've seen me do that before.
Yeah.
She was doing in the beginning. But it goes up 3 times. Like, just so you know, the grandmother that she's named after, is she still alive?
No, she's the one that you're connecting to right now.
Okay. Because there's another lady on that side. I saw 3 Elizabeths. 3.
Oh.
She showed me your daughter's third.
So there might be some, like, she probably was named after somebody from her side, like her mother's side, probably a couple generations
That's why you got
above.
2 sets of 4s. That's why you got 2
Oh.
sets of 4s. Because you have divine protection from that grandmother and from the other grandmother as well, who both watch over their namesake. When you name a child after a soul on the other side, they become like the guardian angel for that child. And you had a lot of fear or uncertainty around this pregnancy and your ability to be able to be the mom you want to be in the situation you're in. So your grandmas are uniting on the other side. I think it's a great grandmother. They're uniting to send you the signs and symbols that you are protected, that this situation with baby is going to even itself out. I shouldn't say with baby's other side of the family is going to even itself out. And it's not going to be the roller coaster that you were dealing with during the pregnancy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense, yeah.
That's what the 4s meant for me. I had the exact same kind of pregnancy with you. Right?
Yeah. Well, my pregnancy was actually pretty smooth sailing.
The pregnancy,
to be honest,
but not the relationship that comes with the pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the up and down energy is coming from, not from the actual pregnancy itself. No, you're a rock star. You're healthy as can be, and the baby's healthy as can be. I mean, the energy around that relationship is up and down and up and down, and it can be very scary to have to do that on your own, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So this is why you're getting all the 4s now, because it means that the worst is in the past and the best is yet to come. It is a sign that everything will be smooth sailing from this point forward. And I know that because once those 4s showed up in my life around my child, no matter how volatile that relationship was before, it smoothed right out so that now he's probably the best dad to that child out of all of my children's dads.
Amazing.
So know that she's going to be okay and that you are such a great mom. They're loving showing her off. Okay, that being said, now that you understand the force, she's like, all right, get to some other stuff here. Because she's talking about all the clothes. And I feel like it's so fun to have a girl. I feel like you're kind of doing what I did when I had my girl, putting her in a bunch of different outfits and taking pictures of her like she's your Barbie doll.
Essentially, yeah.
I know. What else are baby girls for? They come with accessories. I can see the hair, the headband, and like all of it, right? Boys don't get those kinds of accessories. Okay. Hold on a second. She's literally gifting you baby booties or something. Is there a
That's so weird.
Why is that weird?
My mom was here last week sometime. She drove us home and she bought her little booty socks and they're here on my counter and I was tidying up today and I just need to open the packaging and take the little tags off of them and wash them for her. So that could be why she's showing booties.
That's exactly.
I like just touched them not very long ago, so
because that's what this is about. When you come to see me, it's not about them predicting what's coming up for you. It's about giving you the details of things going on in your life that I can't know, that are extraordinarily specific, so that you know that they're sitting right there with you. As you were touching those booties, your grandma's soul was with you. As your mom gifted those to you, your grandma's soul was with you. She's talking about the christening now, or something about a christening or a baptism, and I can see my baptism outfit that was knitted and crocheted like 100 years ago. Are you planning on having her baptized?
I want to get both of my kids baptized. My son is still not baptized, but it's something I've been thinking about. And I was actually looking at my baby album a couple days ago, and there's a picture of me at my baptism, and it's the picture I find like it's like Lennox and I are identical in that photo. And I pulled it out of the photo book and it's on my fridge. So that could be why she's showing that, because
that's why she's showing me my baby picture. It means old baby picture. Not that I'm calling you old.
Yeah,
you get the point.
That's crazy.
It gives me shivers.
That's crazy.
Oh, you're such a good mom.
I feel her all the time. I do know that she's with me all the time.
Not only is she with you, she is interacting with you. So the fact that you want to get your kids baptized is such a beautiful opportunity for her to be able to help you. She doesn't have a physical body to make the calls, to line it up, to tell you which church to go to or whatever it is. She doesn't have a physical body to do those things for you, but she is still here. Energetically, she can line it up for you. She knows that you've been thinking about that and wanting that. So if you say, all right, Grandma, this is exactly what I need and what I want, so make it happen for me. Thank you for lining it up for me. And then you watch it all come together like puzzle pieces. And in that moment, you will feel her presence. And then you'll be getting your baby baptized with Grandma present, not without her because she's dead. You will know she's there because she arranged the whole thing.
Yeah, and it'll be like extra special because it'll be both kids getting baptized most likely at the same time. So it'll be like the one occasion.
She's also talking about packing. Are you moving?
I'm on a wait list for a 3-bedroom because right now I'm only in a 2-bedroom, which is fine because she's sleeping in the bassinet in my room anyways. But I will need to be packing up and moving here at some point. That's Mama's right here. Don't be mad at me. I will have to pack up here and move shortly when I get that phone call that there's a 3-bedroom for me.
She's showing me September, October time frame.
Wow, that's quick. Okay.
That's why this is why I'm telling you to get some boxes now. Start collecting the boxes.
Fair enough.
So that
I'll have to keep my Amazon boxes.
That's just it. Because when you get that phone call, it's gonna be quick, right? It's gonna be like, all right, we got 2 weeks, let's go. And you're already going to be ready to be ready?
They told me the wait list is fairly long, so I wasn't expecting, like, that's why when you said September, like around that time, I was taken by surprise, but I will be ready. I know that once I get that phone call, I mean, I packed up and moved into this place as soon as I got the phone call, so I can pack up this place and move out of it fairly quickly.
See?
And I'm sure I have good support. I'm sure my mom would be more than willing to help me with the kids while I try to pack up this place as well.
Yeah. And something really important that you just said is that you didn't think that it would be that quick, because they said it could take a while. And when you said that, your grandma's like, yeah, but I'm over here and I control the energy. I can make it happen when I think it's going to happen, or like when it needs to happen. That's what, not me, her. So if you ask her, there is nothing that is impossible. They make the impossible possible. They use their energy to line it up. And that's what I mean about how you will feel their presence, because you know it will be mathematically impossible without their help.
Oh, that's so great, because I can't wait to decorate her nursery and for her to have her own space. And
Then
I know that she's going to help me with that too. But
that's exactly it. Keep thinking about that. Keep visualizing decorating the nursery. Keep talking about decorating it. Keep talking about how you're moving. Get the boxes, pack some of the stuff that you don't need right now, that, little, like a box a day or something, and just pack it away so that when you get that call, it is so easy peasy lemon squeezy. It'll blow your mind. And everybody will be like, wow, I can't believe you were so ready for this. How did you know? And you're going to be like, well, Grandma already told me. It's already happening. We've already planned the nursery. Because she said she's already started sending you stuff to put in the nursery. You've got decorations for the nursery before you have the nursery.
Yeah, her son, not my father, but my father's brother, had a beautiful sign handcrafted out of wood with her name, and it's for her like bedroom door. Whenever, right now I just have it hanging above her change table, but I got that recently. He sent that in the mail, and I have a lot of stuff already for her nursery that I've been ordering just out of excitement. But
that's not out of excitement, out of preparation, because even though you don't know where or how or when, you know it's inevitable. So you're ready to be ready.
That's true.
One last thing before she pulls her energy back. She's, I don't want to say I told you so, but she's kind of saying I told you so. In the beginning, a lot of your family kind of freaked out about, maybe this is not the right time. This is not the right way. This is not the right time. They were all scared. And you were worried that you were going to have to do this on your own. And Grandma was like, it's going to be fine. They'll get over it. They're going to be so happy. It's all good. Just don't pay any mind to that. And now she's up there going, see, I told you so. And she showed me your mom. And I saw bawling, like tears. Like your mom and that baby. Not that she's not your son already, but the second that you place that baby in your mom's arms, I feel like immediately she is so grateful that you made the choice you did.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even throughout my pregnancy, like I want to say, it was before we even found out that she was a girl. She got really excited about it because when I went to the ultrasound to find out the gender, she was all the way in Florida and she couldn't make it. And she's like, you better FaceTime me. And it was pretty early in the morning. She was still asleep, but she woke up and watched on FaceTime. She started to get really excited about it. And now she's over the moon.
So is your grandma. She's just so incredibly proud of you.
Aww.
She just gave your little guy a trike. Like a little tiny bicycle.
A trike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready for his first bike here. He has a trike, but he's outgrown it. Yeah. And my mom and I have been talking about him getting an upgrade with some training wheels. And now he just screamed, thank you. So
like a little, maybe not a trike, but with the training wheels. That's the one that I'm seeing.
Well, if you're seeing the trike, it's because I have it downstairs. Like he's just outgrown it. It's by my front door, but he He still tries to go on it, but he's way too big for it.
She's so excited. The yard you're getting is bigger too, and he'll have more space to be able to ride it outside.
Oh my God. I feel like, well, I guess my yard, what's mine, my portion of it is fairly small. Like it's just a little patio space, but I have no rear neighbors, and it's like all like grass for he can run like wherever he wants back there. He has lots of space. So to think that I'm getting a bigger yard is exciting.
Mm. So yeah, Grandma. She's just making me feel like she is in the best energy of her life. Like she is loving this energy of you and your family. It's so your mom lives a distance or space away from you. You said Florida, because I feel like she's here with you now. Like I feel like you've seen more of her recently. Did I just lose her? I did. I'm still talking away.
Tracy,
So many
Tracy, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I know this is very rude to do. Can you just tell Dad to help Mom find your purse?
You just did.
Thank you.
You just did. But you can't say
Perfect.
please. You have to say thank you for.
Thank you,
you
Dad,
for
for helping
helping
Mom
Mom
find
find
her purse.
Awesome. Okay. Well, poor Caitlin, she was just talking and then bam, cut right off. See, this is the power of spirit. Isn't that funny? She was in the middle of saying something and then, and you know what? I have a feeling it's because baby started crying and grandma decided that she needed to go take care of baby. We'll see if I'm right. Here she comes back. Maybe not crying, but waking up. Hopefully this works this time. Can you hear me, Caitlin?
I can.
Did your baby just wake up?
She did for a second. I gave her soother, but she fell right back to sleep.
Oh, see, that's your grandma telling me to wrap it up. Baby's waking up. Let's go.
That's funny.
I don't remember what I was saying now. Back to what was I saying, Grandma?
The last thing I heard you say was like, slow it down, Grandma. And
Yeah,
then it cut off for me.
going so fast. Oh, I say slow it down, Grandma. She's like, how much slower do you want? If I go any slower, I'm gone. Kind of sarcastic, sassy, hey?
Yeah, that sounds a lot like her. I was about to say.
She's a bit sassy pants. She's like, fine, I'll slow it down. How's this for slow? She was wrapping her energy up anyway. The energy that I feel, or the last message I think that she wanted you to have, that's it. She's saying is that she was talking about Mom being a distance or space away and how much more time you guys are spending together and how she loves that you are having that reconnection. Is Mom thinking of moving up here as well?
No, she would never. I'm thinking of moving to get closer to her so that she can, like, I hate that she has to drive. I don't drive right now, so she has to drive like 2 hours in order to see her grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's just one way. And I mean, I don't love that for us, and I don't love that for her at all. So I'm actively like saving up for a vehicle and trying to get closer. Even if it's just like 45 minutes or something, then we could meet halfway and it would just make things a lot easier.
That's why she was saying it. So you got to put that on your list. Now you're waiting for housing. Do they know the area that you want to move into, or have you applied for housing in that area?
Yeah, so I'm on a transfer list for a few different areas, and I'm just waiting for a call to come in.
So make sure you write that. She literally put the pen in your hand and said, I don't see it spelled out anywhere. Where do I see that spelled out? I don't see thank you, Grandma, for getting me the right house in my neighborhood. I don't see that written anywhere. Write it down. When you write it down, you take the invisible vibration of thought and speech and you manifest it into a two-dimensional vibrational manifestation. Now your loved ones will then gather together all of the components on the other side that are necessary to manifest that into a third-dimensional manifestation. But you have to order what you want. You have to spell it out. Literally write it down.
I did that with this place, and like And I got literally like everything that I wanted. I wanted like a nice yard with no neighbors and some privacy. And I know that my grandpa helped with that because I ended up moving into my place a day after my grandma moved out of her house, and she had a bunch of furniture to give me. So I know he had lined up that move for me and
Oh,
helped
yeah.
with that a lot.
But she knows darn well that you have not spelled out exactly what neighborhood you want to live in yet, and that's important. The God is in the details, right? It is absolutely
Yeah.
in the details. So make sure you spell it out. And as soon as you brought up Grandpa, she's funny. She's sassy pants. She pushed him back and said, "Don't even think about it, Buster. This is my time." But he said, "Grandpa," he tried to step forward. She's like, "No, not today. He usually hogs it all. Not today."
Yeah, the last couple times that I had a reading with you, both my grandpas came forward. It's nice to hear from my grandma today for sure.
She's pulling her energy back. As she did, she gave you chapstick, though.
Oh,
What's up with the chapstick?
I'm always complaining that my lips are chapped and I can never find a damn chapstick around this place.
So the next time your lips are chapped, and it's funny, her mom just lost her purse. And now we're talking about lost chapsticks. You missed all that. You'll see it when we repost this. She asked a question in between when you got kicked off. And it's funny because it's not an accident in the order that these messages are delivered in, even something like that. Because what your grandma is saying now, and what I just finished telling Sue, is to say, "Thank you for showing me where my chapstick is, Grandma." Don't say, "Where is it? I can't find it." Because if you say, "I can't find it," the universe goes, "She can't find it. She doesn't want to find it. Give her more lost." "Thank you for showing me where it is." Then the universe says, "Thank you." She says she wants to know where it is. Show her where it is. The universe is
Perfect.
listening to your words very carefully. And so Grandma's giving you
I see that.
little last little random but specific validation to let you know that A, she's with you, and B, she can help guide you along the way. And then you're gone again. They're just showing off here today, but that's okay. We were done anyway, so I'm gonna move along here. Melissa, I'm coming to you. I think we got a grandma on that side too. I'm coming to you, but if she comes back in here, I might have to like just jump over, let her in, and
No problem at all.
yeah. Okay, just make sure you talk into your computer nice and loud for me because you sound kind of quiet.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Oh, you have babies too. I can always feel the babies around you guys. Here she is. Hold on. I'm just going to let her know that I'm moving on now, that they were done. Okay, Caitlin, I'm moving on though. I'm letting your grandma pull her energy back, and I'm going to move on to Melissa though. But I hope that that was helpful. Okay, so Melissa, is it grandma that you want me to connect to today? Because there's a younger gentleman with her as well, but I don't know who that is. Who do you want me to focus on?
Grandma.
Sorry?
Grandma.
Do you have an uncle on the other side as well?
No, I don't.
Interesting. Who is this guy? She brought somebody else with her. He's connected. He's above to the side though. Oh, do you have a father-in-law or an uncle-in-law? There's something like that connected to the gentleman you're with that she's bringing forward with her.
Maybe my boyfriend's best friend. He got murdered a few years ago.
Yeah, that would be. Absolutely. Okay. She brought him forward with her. Interesting.
It's not the first time actually that she brings him forward.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
That's a sign that she loves your boyfriend then.
Oh, I know she did. Yeah, that's for sure.
Because she keeps trying to bring him comfort. When you said that, she goes, "I don't care if he doesn't believe. I'll keep giving him messages until he does. I'll keep trying to comfort him until he can feel it." Aw. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Well, Grandma's a stickler for the rules, isn't she? She really likes rules. She goes, nah, I know the rules. This is how it goes. First of all, she's taking me through her passing, even though I know that I've probably done this before. She's like, I don't care. This is how it goes. I'm going to say it again. She needs you to know that she has full clarity on the other side. That I saw the spinning thoughts, which is my sign that either she wasn't able to communicate before she passed away, had some dizziness, or was actually in a car accident. But I don't think it was a car accident because I'm seeing the sign for diagnosis, and she's showing me how much stronger she is on that side, how she's got all her energy back. She's jumping up and down, mobility. Usually I see that around somebody whose health slowly goes through a rapid decline. Do you understand that?
Yeah, 100%. She had cancer, and in her last 2 days, she can communicate with us, and then she just let go when it was just my dad with her.
What is that so weird? Do you guys watch tennis? What?
No, I actually don't like tennis. I don't think any of my family members do.
I feel like she's putting the TV on and she's putting it on like tennis or something.
Interesting.
Wow.
Maybe my grandpa watches tennis. I have no idea. I'll have to ask him.
Oh, Grandpa's still here?
Yeah, he is.
That would make sense because that's probably exactly what's going on. Because I felt like starved for sports. I was feeling very hungry. And so I'm like, what does hunger have to do with tennis? They don't even play tennis. How do I understand that, Grandma? As soon as you said maybe Grandpa's watching it, she goes, see, if he can't find nothing else to watch, he'll even sit down and watch that. He's so hungry. Huh?
I believe it.
Oh, she loves your boyfriend. She's like, and I'm hearing the wedding bells. So either, oh no, we are actually planning a wedding. I was gonna say either you're thinking about getting married or she's like trying to encourage it. She's like, I'm seeing it already spelled out. I'm seeing it written out. She's preparing and planning already.
I hope so. I think it's in the works. I think he's going to be proposing soon, but I've been saying that for a few months. But whenever the time is right.
He's trying to keep you on your. Oh, see, that's why she brought his best friend.
Hmm.
Because he wants him to know as well that they're both gonna be there for that moment when that proposal happens. I'm seeing something it being planned. That man does not want you to know. He doesn't want you to guess it. So don't try. Don't try.
I know that.
What?
I know that.
That's what I'm seeing is that because it feels like he almost had it all planned out, but you guessed it at some point in the past, or you were like, you're going to propose. He's like, not now. He's trying to set it up in a way that'll be at the moment that is unexpected.
Okay.
Do you have a little boy?
I do.
He's under a year, right?
Yeah, he's 10 months.
That's what I thought. Because she took his diaper off, threw it out, said, don't put him in the pool in that diaper. And she put him in big boy underwear and plastic pants.
You just gave me the chills because we went camping this weekend and usually we put swim diapers on him. And I was like, oh, it's a far distance, the pool away. So we're just going to put him in a normal diaper. And yeah, I learned that mistake the hard way because when we came back, we were putting him in the shower and well, the diaper had full of like this gel coming out. And I said, never again. So that makes total sense.
She was absolutely with you in that moment. And your boyfriend's buddy was laughing at him in that moment.
I bet.
I just heard him say, thank you for loving my buddy. Because he deserves to have somebody that loves him the way that you do. And that I can feel that love is very genuine. And I'm not exactly sure why that's really important, but I do know that this man loves that your fiance like a brother, and that it's very important that you know how appreciated that genuine love is. It almost makes me feel like he was betrayed really bad in the past by the way he's like, thank you for being so genuine. Thank you for being true. He deserves something real. He was hurt pretty bad in the past. Yeah.
Yes, yes, he was. Yeah, he was. So I appreciate hearing that.
We saved the best for last. Oh, fairy tale romance. You guys are so in love.
Yeah, we are.
Set this down. Why is Grandma showing me orchids?
I had an orchid, but I can't keep them alive. But I did put a garden in my backyard. Last time we spoke, you said that I was thinking of putting a garden out there and there would be lots of butterflies. And sure enough, I did that. And my garden is full of butterflies all the time. But I don't have an orchid.
I'm glad that you didn't say there was one in your garden because I didn't see it in the garden. I saw it like on your table or something. Like, you know, when you order flowers and you get, that's the only time I've ever seen an orchid. I don't even know where they grow. I just know I get them from the flower store. But I saw that being given to you.
Interesting.
Interesting. When you say the butterflies in your garden, did you do the electroculture thing? Did I tell you about the electroculture?
No.
Huh. You think the butterflies are, there's a lot of butterflies now? You want the biggest flowers on the entire block? You want the biggest garden, the most thriving garden, or the biggest vegetables you've ever seen in your entire life? It's called electroculture. And what you do is you get, all you need is copper wire and a wooden peg or a wooden pole, depending on how big your garden is. If it's just a little flower pot, you just need a little wooden peg and some copper wire. If you got a great big garden, you just get a pole, like a broom pole, but made out of just wood. And then you take that copper wire, you stick a piece out at the top like this, wrap it all the way around the pole, stick a piece in the bottom, out the bottom like that, and then put that pole in the ground so that it's half in the ground and half out of the ground. It electrolyzes, or whatever the word is, gets the energy flowing through the ground and through your flowers or your vegetables, making them double in size that they normally would be.
It's funny you say that actually, because I think my grandfather does that. He's always done that in his vegetable garden. And I'm pretty sure my grandma used to do that in her flower garden. So
She's telling you to do that in yours too.
okay, will do.
Your grandfather still lives alone?
Yes.
Because that's exactly where she's going with the sports and stuff. She said he needs a hobby and that somebody needs to clean up that house. Like it feels like it's a little dusty or something, and I feel gratitude. So I don't know if you guys hired a maid to clean up stuff or if you guys take turns going in and cleaning it up, but she's like thanking you for cleaning up the dust.
So every time that I do go to the cottage, I do end up cleaning, but I can only clean so much, right? But every time I try to tackle something new, I clean the kitchen or the bathroom. I always clean the bathroom, but my cousins and my mom also help with that. Every time one of us goes up, we clean. And my dad won a free cleaning and he wanted my grandfather to have his house cleaned, but my grandpa doesn't want to let anybody in. He says, I don't want strangers here. So he's refusing to get that done.
Your grandma's like, I tried, not me, her. She tried to help you guys out.
I
But
believe it.
she's thanking you guys. That's why I felt thanking taking turns cleaning or something like that. Because she sees it. And especially, like, there's something about newspapers.
Oh, yeah. I think he just stopped getting the newspapers. He used to always get them just for my grandmother because she would sit there and read the newspaper every day. And when she passed away, he stopped the delivery for them.
But he still holds on to some of them. I feel like there's a pile of them somewhere because it makes him feel like grandma's still there.
Definitely.
She's not missing a thing. And again, there's an emphasis on that they help guide you towards what you ask for. So keep asking and she will deliver. She just threw the bottle in the garbage. Is your son almost off the bottle already as well? It feels like we're in the transition.
He's 10 months, so he will be switching to normal milk in about 2 months from now.
He's sleeping through the night though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's been sleeping his nights since he was 4 weeks old.
Because she's still giving you, it's funny, she's coming through with gardening advice and parenting advice. She's like, okay, now tell her, don't let him keep that bottle too much longer. Like once you switch them, here's a hack for you guys all. Once you switch them all over to the homo milk and they're on the homo milk for a month or two, you want to know how you get them off the bottle? Because they still want that bottle, right? They want their milk in the bottle. Remember how you switch that? You give them homo milk in their little sippy cup. Once they can use their sippy cup, and then you fill that bottle up with formula.
Wow.
The bottle, they're going to take a drink and be like, what? Trust me, it doesn't taste good after they've been off of it for a couple of months and drinking homo milk. And when they drink it, they're going to throw that bottle and ask for the sippy cup because the sippy cup has my milk. That bottle has something nasty. I don't want that no more. Every time you give them the bottle, give them the formula. He won't drink it anymore. He won't want the bottle. He'll want the sippy cup.
Oh, I definitely will take that advice.
Oh, she's like, you are such a great mom and you are killing this mom thing. You are just like knocking it off the charts.
Thank you.
She needs you to know that she's not missing any of it. She sees everything.
I know she does. She sent me my boy.
And she's going to send your girl too, but she wants you to get married first.
If he puts a ring on it sometime.
What?
If he puts a ring on it.
Just know that at that moment, when that happens, that all your family on the other side will be there to witness that moment. So in that moment, because it feels like it's going to be outside or somewhere special, watch for the signs. You're going to see a feather or a coin or some birds up above or a butterfly will land on your arm at that exact moment, at that exact time. That is your loved ones using their energy to let you know that they are still with you.
Okay, perfect.
She's pulling her energy back. She's pulling her energy back and she's getting excited about groceries. I feel really.
Me and my boyfriend just started a diet yesterday, so I threw out some food and we did another grocery list with just healthy foods.
That would be why she's so excited about the groceries. I'm like, why are we excited about groceries? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm seeing groceries, like filling my fridge with groceries, coming home, and I just feel, woohoo, do you see all this? And I'm like, okay, why are we so excited about this? That's why.
Yeah, that can make sense.
All right, she's pulling her energy back. I hope that was helpful, hon.
Yes, Tracy.
Good. Okay. Christina, I'm coming to you, my girl. I'm coming to you. Just gotta take your mute off for me. Christina.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm here. Sorry.
That's okay. How are you doing?
Good. Work was just texting me, so I was just trying to answer him back quickly.
Do you have time now? It's a good time now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Perfect. Do you have a focus for me?
I guess just see what they have to say, I guess. Because I haven't asked them that in a while.
Yeah. Okay, let's
doing
do
birds lately.
Yes, we have. Okay, let's do this one. Both feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. It's Timmy and your grandma stepping forward, honey. As they step forward, they're showing me the trip that is being planned right now. And then when I asked her what trip, she rolled her eyes at me like I should remember this. Feels like the family is preparing for a trip. I'm going a month ahead or something, maybe a month. Oh, now that I say it that way, I think I remember you guys talking about something about Mexico because she's rolling her eyes at me like, you should know this. Don't you remember? They're not coming to see you. They're going, right, the trip. They're getting very excited. It feels like it is in motion a lot more than it was before. So what I mean by that is that plans must have been solidified now in some way, shape, or form. Do you understand that?
No, because I didn't know I was going anywhere. I mean, there was talk to go see you if you went to see Nikki. But then Amy said that she didn't know if she could go because her and Josh had planned to go to Florida. And that doesn't include me and Boo.
Got ya. So hold on. Slow this down. Because they're still getting you all packed up and excited to go. Slow this down, slow this down. So if you're not going to Mexico with Amy, there is somewhere
Amy's going to Florida, not Mexico.
in Florida. If you're not, see, that's how you can tell. It's not really me. I'm channeling. If you're not actually going with them, they're showing me that you are going somewhere because they've got your bag packed. They're like getting excited about helping you get there.
Well, I'm not sure where we would be going. I mean, I did talk about maybe going to my friend Vicky's house for the night tonight, but you're talking about in a couple of months about.
I think it's.
I mean, Amy, I am staying at Amy's house, which is like around the block when they do go to Florida, so mom's not alone. Me and Boo are staying there, but I don't know, unless there's a trip that I don't know about yet. They have proven that.
Do you have your passport, hon?
I do not have that yet, no.
Do you know how long it takes to get one?
It takes a little while, but in New York now you can get that enhanced license that acts as like a passport, which would be a lot faster than getting an actual passport.
I wonder if that's what she's talking about, that you would still be coming to see me.
Maybe because I did think about it, like I'm like, I can do it. I can drive us if I can just.
That's exactly it. The thing is that when you tell me, see what they have to say, they don't tell me why they're telling me to say what they want me to say. They're responding to what you're thinking and what you're saying to them. So if you've been saying to Grandma and to Timmy, well, I'd still like to go and see her, then when you sit down and talk to me, your Grandma and Timmy are showing me, we're still going on this trip. It's about a month away. We're coming. We're going to be there. I see the suitcase. I see you guys going. She's like, it's already done. If that's what you want, they will help you line that up. And they will also pay for it as well, she said. So thank her for getting you that extra money.
Okay. Yeah, because it's funny you say that because they really definitely heard me because the other time Amy was on, what was it, last week? And she had said, well, I don't know if I can go. And I'm thinking in my head, well, I still want to go see her. Like,
Got ya. So your grandma and Timmy heard that, and they're going to try to help clear the way. But you got to get that action in motion. You got to start taking the steps towards that because who knows how long that takes to get all arranged. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Slow this down. What does that mean? Slow this down. It's interesting because all I feel is this calm energy around you. I feel like you've been working and staying at home a lot. There hasn't been a lot of other stuff going on. It's just work and home, work and home, work and home. Yeah?
Yeah.
So when you said go to Vicky's, they said, yeah, thumbs up, but that's not what we were talking about for before. But now they're showing me go to Vicky's. The fact that you're having that thought is like, get out of the house, go do something fun for you and for her. But maybe get a babysitter and go out and do something, the two of you, the adults.
Yeah. Well, see, I want to go, but Sharif doesn't want to go. And I said, Sharif, you do know that I'm like the parent, and if I want us to go for the night, you know, I have the overall say. And then I was trying to explain to Sharif, I said, Sharif, you don't understand, buddy. I said, the same stuff that you're doing at home, you do at Aunt Vicky's anyways. So why not let mommy have her girl time where I can have the baby time too that I don't get to have anymore?
Yeah. That's so interesting that you just had that conversation with your son, and your grandma and Timmy are coming through saying, go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Again, you didn't have to tell me that. I don't know that you're having that conversation with your son does, but they do, because they're there with you. And that's what this is about, is giving you details of things that I can't know so that you feel their presence with you. And then there's something about air conditioning. Do you have air conditioning where you live now?
Yes.
Did it like almost stop working and then started working again, or we fixed it or something like that?
No.
There's something about fixing the air conditioning.
I don't know. It seems to be working okay. It hasn't been like super hot in here or anything. I mean, Vicky didn't have AC, and I gave her an old AC that my cousin gave me to give her, and now it's cooler in her house.
Got ya. I wonder if that's what she's talking about here, because that would have been fixed up and repurposed and given to somebody else, which is the house that they were just talking about. Go to Vicky's house. It's nice and
Yeah.
cool. That's exactly what they were saying, is that tell Sharif he's going. They even got air conditioning there now.
Yeah. And they got a couple because Vicky actually got another AC from her aunt too. So their house is cooler than our house would be.
Got ya.
Yeah.
You lead, he'll follow. So, in other words, what she just said is that don't give them too much choice. Just say, this is what's going on. Let's go. And they will follow you. If you say, do you want to do this? They'll be like, no. My kids taught me that early on. Don't ask your kids a question if it's not a question. Can you do this for me? Would you mind? Don't say it that way. If what you're actually saying is, hey, let's go, we're going somewhere. You don't say, would you mind doing this? Because your kids will look you right in the eye and say, yeah, I mind. I'm not doing that. And then you're saying, no, you're doing it. And it's like, well, you asked. No, I didn't. I was telling you. But you formed it in the phrase of a question.
Yeah.
She's like, just tell him what's going on and don't even worry about it. He will follow. He might be all grumpy at first, but the second he gets there, he'll be fine. And then she gave him new earphones or headphones. Does he need new earphones?
He does. Well, let me tell you this. This boy has a pair of AirPods, okay, that I got him for Christmas, that he wanted for Christmas. Not even this past year. I think it was the year prior. And they're still in the packages. He won't use them. Yeah.
One specific type that he will use?
No, he asked for them, but then he doesn't ever use them. So they're just sitting in there waiting for him to use them.
She's still giving them to him. So does he have the TV cranked or something?
No. Nope. I mean, I was at counseling today and he was in there with me and he could have used headphones, really, because he was playing on his Switch and we could hear the Switch even though we tuned it out.
Got ya. This
Yeah.
is what she's talking about, because I heard it was too loud. And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. She's like, give him headphones. It was too loud. And I'm like, but she said it's not. She said he doesn't play it very loud. And then when you said that, that's exactly what they're talking about. It's exactly what I mean when I say they give you details of things going on that I can't know so that you know she was there with you. So when you were at that appointment and he was playing his game way too loud, your grandma's like, next time bring those headphones with you. And then just throw them at him in the appointment and say, hey, use these.
Yeah.
Just her way of proving that she was with you in that moment. And if you really still want to come and see me, I still want to see you too. Ask her to help you get that all lined up. And I feel like it will be lined up at the right moment, at the right time. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I don't doubt them ever since Christmas. Seriously.
She just bear hugged you like literally just bear hugged you and is like, awesome, let's go have some fun. Are you
Yeah, I
going
had a,
sorry?
huh?
What were you gonna say?
I had a little, like, I was so exhausted yesterday. You know how last week we were talking about whether I should work 4 or 5 days, and I told you I was working the 4 days, but
Yeah.
like the 3 days in a row was like too exhausting for me.
Yep.
Well, it really caught up to me to the point where like I was so exhausted yesterday. I told my boss Dave, I was like, look, I'm exhausted. And he's like, well, if you want the day off, I'll give it to you right now. We have a couple extra drivers. So I took it and I slept like most of the day yesterday.
Perfect.
So I switched my day. So I'm not doing 3 in a row anymore because I need to take care of myself.
Yes. And what's even better about that story is that you have a job that will meet you where you are. They're not throwing a bunch of resistance at you and shaming you for not being able to meet a standard. They're just letting you know that you tell them what you need and they will line it up for you. They will give you what you need, however, at whatever pace that is. So go have some fun. The trick is to go have fun in between those work days, because you can sleep for the whole time that you have a day off. But then when you go back to work again, it's going to feel like you're in the same energy because you're still in that low vibration energy. You have to transmute it into something fun and happy and joyful.
That's why I was trying to go. We would have been there earlier. I would be having the reading with Vicky and the kids in the background, but I was being stubborn and listening to like how my son would feel about it instead of taking myself into consideration too, because you know, like at the end of the day, us moms are supposed to be there for our kids, you know?
Yeah, but you can't help them if you don't have the energy to give them. You have to take care of you first. You first. Just like when you get on a plane, they tell you to put, if something happens, you put your mask on first, not theirs. Because if you're putting their mask on and you pass out, you're no good to them. You have to put yours on first so that you have the energy and the ability to be the mom that you want to be.
Yeah.
So the fact that your loved ones are coming through giving you these messages is just letting you know that they see what's going on and that you are a very good mom. And remember that it's not about negotiating with your kids. They're taking their cues from you. You tell yours, you know what you need. And as you prioritize those boundaries for yourself, as you look after yourself, you're teaching your son how to look after himself too, so that as he grows up, he's going to know that when he's in that energy, that he's going to know how to transmute it as well. He's going to know how to prioritize his energy so that he has the energy to take care of his family. He's learning through you.
Yeah.
They're pulling their energy back now. They're like, all right, go. And she has the pool, doesn't she?
No, they usually come here to swim.
Oh, you have the pool.
Yeah.
As he pulled his energy back, I heard cannonball, and I saw somebody jump in a pool. Too funny. Even though I don't think Boo's been in the pool in a few days, when he says that, he's like, that's an encouragement message. That's like, let's go do it. Let's go swim. Let's go swim. You have to clean the pool out, don't you? Is it really dirty right now?
I don't know. We haven't been over by the pool lately. To be honest, that's why
That's
Timmy's like, come on, let's go swimming.
That's what they just said. Proving that he's seeing everything that's going on around you. Oh, okay. They're pulling their energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
It was, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, so this is where I am going to end the recording for now. Everybody else who's watching, you have an amazing rest of your night, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.